guys, and welcome back today for a brand new video. We are doing a fun one. I had an idea, and I'm sure this has been done before. I will try to link down below some other videos if I can find any like this. But I wanted to do a video of like full face of old PR makeup. So stuff that I've gotten in PR that's like super old. I actually found a bag of makeup in my room that I had meant to try, like a whole bag of stuff, and there was a ton of stuff in there. So I have like foundation, I have powder, mascara, literally a full face of stuff that is not new, but stuff that I forgot about. And I kind of thought it would be a fun idea for a video, seeing what we think of these products, trying them out, doing a full face. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Okay, first off, I want to say I do have a dress on. I feel like whenever I have a dress like this, you can't see it. You think, you know, there's nothing on, there's something on. We are going to start. I did already prime my face with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I've been loving this. I have a trial size. I bought this, gosh, so long ago. And I originally didn't love the product. And now, for whatever reason, it's like my go-to. I've been using it every single day. So I'm almost done actually with this mini. And I have lots of products. For foundation, I have two different ones that I found. So I was kind of trying to decide between the two. I found this from Doll 10. This is the TCE Super Coverage Makeup. So this is supposed to be like their full coverage foundation. I remember when this came out, I was excited to try it, and somehow it got lost in the mix and I never tried it. So I have this one, and then I also have from Revlon the Color Stay. This is their 24-hour Color Stay foundation. I also found this one in there, so I was like, which one? I think I want to try the Doll 10 one, but I do also want to give this one a try, so I'm actually going to put that one on my vanity so I can give it a try. Let me know if you guys have tried that one. But yeah, let's go ahead and try this one. I think that they said that this is supposed to be like really high coverage. I actually really like the applicator. It's almost like a serum applicator. So I'm just going to go directly, I think, on my face. And because this is high coverage, I think it is, based upon the name, I'm going to go light. Like, I'm going to start out with a little bit and kind of go from there and see. It definitely has a scent. I wasn't expecting that. It has a pretty strong scent, actually. Okay, yeah, there's definitely decent coverage on this one. Wow, okay. I feel like it's really blurring my skin right here. That looks nice. I'm going to add some more here to the other side. Definitely seems like it's a more mattifying formula, which I feel like right now I'm kind of gravitating more towards more glowy products, but every once in a while I do like a matte look. All right, so here's what it looks like blended out. I think it actually looks pretty nice. It definitely like smoothed my skin, but like I said, it is pretty matte, and just because I've been reaching more towards like glowy products, I feel like it's not like, I don't know. It's just different because I have been using such glowy products. I do have a code with Doll 10 if you ever want to try anything out from them. It's just Makeup Molly. I thought I would mention that, but yeah, I feel like it looks pretty good. It definitely blurred the skin really nicely. And I do have a new concealer, not new, but a concealer to show you guys. So this is from Revlon. It's their Color Stay Full Coverage Concealer. I think this actually came out when the foundation came out. And the color I have here is the shade Vanilla. I don't know why, but the packaging looks so dark in this tube. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, but we're gonna try it. Also, I hate it when you have to do this because like, kind of have to like tear the packaging while the applicator's in there. Let me get some scissors. I don't know why they do packaging like that, but I'm gonna like cut it. Okay, so it actually doesn't look as dark like on the applicator, so I'm hoping it'll still work for me. Yeah, okay. It must just be like the packaging tube that like looks so intimidating. I'm actually gonna work one eye at a time because I'm not sure how fast this actually dries down. But I love finding drugstore products. I do have quite a few drugstore products to show you guys, but I'll just blend this out here. That looks pretty smooth. It looks like it did a nice job of canceling out my darkness I have here on my under eyes. So I'm gonna just blend out the second side. It doesn't feel like heavy or anything like that, so that's good. So far, so good, you guys. Complexion products are working nicely. Wow, I actually think the reason I like set this in there and didn't try it right away is because of the color. I thought it was gonna be way off, but it actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna add just a tiny, tiny bit more, just to see if we can't like build it up a little bit, just for fun. Nothing too crazy with today's video. I'm just trying these products out. All right. Wow, okay. I feel like my under eyes look really smooth. It kind of gave a little bit of hydration back to my face too, because that Doll 10 product, like I said, was pretty mattifying. So I feel like that kind of just like illuminated the under eye. And then for powder, I actually have from It Cosmetics. This is their Bye Bye Press Powder, Pores Press Powder. I know this isn't a new product, but I did get this sent over to me, and I know I set it aside because I wanted to try it. This is something that I feel like a lot of people rave about, and I know is like a staple for so many people, but I personally have never tried it. So here's what the packaging looks like. This is just in the shade Translucent. So I thought we could use this to set the face and also set my under eye. There's like a little puff on the bottom. I hate those puffs, so I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use a brush instead. So I'm just gonna tap my brush in here, and we'll use this to set. It's been a long time since I found like a new pressed powder that I like absolutely love. I've been using a lot of loose powders lately. I just actually went through my Kokie Cosmetics matte powder, and I loved that one. Like I literally used it up so fast. Okay, wow, okay. This is really smoothing my face. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It seems like nice and lightweight. You can like barely see my pores right here. So I don't know if that's a combination of the foundation or a combination of this, because it's supposed to be like a pore minimizing powder. But my complexion right now is looking really good. Now I might just mess it all up because I'm gonna try a cream product, and I really wanna try this over powder because that's the way I like to apply things. So who knows, this could completely ruin everything. But this is from NARS. This is their Orgasm Air Matte Blush. I have wanted to try this. It's like a cream product, and I just haven't had a chance to yet. So I do wanna give this a try. I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna go in with my sponge first. Give it a try that way. I am going to put it on directly over top my powders, so I may regret this, but give it a go and see if it lifts the product. I personally, if a cream product doesn't work like over powders, I'm probably not going to use it a ton, just because I do like to powder my face so much. So for me, that's the only way I like these type of products, so I'm going to try them that way. But it doesn't seem like it's picking it up. It's definitely got a lot of shimmer in it. This is supposed to be like a shade up there, like the shade Orgasm, so I know that like blush does have some shimmer to it, but it's definitely more of like a glittery formula. I don't know if I love that like right here on my cheeks, but it doesn't seem to be separating the makeup, which is good. And it is applying nicely with the sponge. I'm gonna add a little bit to my nose here as well. Okay, I feel like that brought a little bit of life into my skin. I don't hate it, it's just not like my favorite. It definitely emphasize these pores that were so blurred before, but I mean, it looks pretty good. You guys will have to let me know if you've tried this one here from NARS. And then I have a palette, and the palette I want to share with you guys, or that I wanted to try, it's been in my like box forever, is from Mercier. This is called their Piece of Resistance Eye and Cheek Essentials palette. I'm pretty sure this was holiday. Like, I'm pretty sure this was a holiday release. I don't even know if you can still get this. If you can, I'm going to try to link everything down below. But I don't even know if this is still available, but it looks like such a pretty palette. I'm like, why didn't I use this? So you have this side here that has all of the colors. And then if you flip the mirror, you have some cheek colors on the other side. So I was like, okay, we gotta try this. I kind of like that the mirror is like removable, but the eyeshadows just look so like, just light and pretty. So I thought we could give it a try. I'm gonna prep my eyes really quickly. I'm actually just gonna use this Revlon concealer. I can't say that I've ever even tried Laura Mercier's like formula. I don't know if I have. Like their eyeshadow formula, we're gonna go into this dusty pink shade. I'm like trying to think if I have tried, I know I've tried like their Caviar like eye sticks, but I don't know that I've tried like their eyeshadows. I can't think of like a palette or anything that I own from them. So I really don't know what to think about like the formula of this, if it's gonna be any good or not, but the shade's really light. It kind of looks light in the pan, so it's kind of going to be more of like a setting shade. It's definitely more of like a pastel vibe. There's not a ton of like depth to this one, so I'm trying to think what I want to do next. Let's go into this plum shade right here. We'll kind of start with that and see if we can't use that as our base. It is a shimmer shade, so we'll see how it goes on the eyes, but I'm going to kind of just use this first here on the outer corner, kind of just to give us a little dimension. And then we'll go in with some of the more lighter shimmers. I'm not the craziest about shimmers in my crease. I can do it. It's just not like my preferred method. If I'm choosing, I prefer to go in with mattes. But this is like a full shimmer palette. I only see a couple. I don't even know if there are any mattes. I think all of them look, yeah, like all of them look more of like a satin. There's two shades that almost look like they could be matte, but I see some specks in there. So it's definitely an all shimmer palette. Actually doesn't look bad as a crease shade. I mean, it has definitely some specks in it, but it actually looks pretty nice. Right here, it's kind of like a silver blue. So I think I'm gonna try that all over the lid, and I'm just gonna grab my finger for that. I'm wanting to look here, but there's nothing there. We have to grab the mirror. I would definitely say this seems like a softer formula. So depending on your preference, it doesn't seem like they're over like pigmented. They're kind of just like more of that like, you know, subtle type of shade. Even knowing this blue one actually looks pretty punchy, but it's definitely more still like a soft look. But like I said, I have no idea if this one is still available or not. I know it was holiday, so who knows on that. I am gonna go in a little bit more with that purple shade and bring that in just a little bit. So kind of blend those together a little more here on the outer edge. And then for inner corner, I'm gonna go into one of the light pinks in the palette. Okay, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this eyeshadow palette. I wasn't like sure what to expect. Like it looks so nice, which is why I was surprised I hadn't reached for it yet, but also like wasn't super sure about it. That looks really nice though. I am gonna add some of a white gel liner to my waterline. This is just from ColourPop. It's in Exit. I use this one all the time, just to kind of help pop this look. And then for lower lash, I'm actually just gonna take some of the pinks again and sweep those down below. I don't want anything too crazy, so it kind of just looks a little bit lighter than what we have going on top. I do feel like we're getting a tiny bit of fallout with these shades, but it's not too bad. Just have like a little bit down there. I have a mascara that I actually have never tried before that I got sent a long time ago, but this is from Hourglass. It's their Unlocked mascara. I actually don't think I've ever tried an Hourglass one, so I was very curious to try this out when I got it. And then somehow, again, it got lost in the shuffle. I never tried it out, so we are gonna give this one a go. I know I hear stuff often about their Caution mascara. I know a lot of people love that one, but I don't know if I've heard a bunch about this one. The wand is like definitely got some weight to it, and the brush is more of like one of those small bristled brushes. I'm not super picky when it comes to my mascaras, but I do definitely look for length in them. I have quite a bit of lashes, so it's nothing like I'm looking for, I mean, I like volume on my lashes, don't get me wrong, but normally I'm looking for length because I feel like it really helps to kind of make my eyes appear longer when they kind of flare out. So that's typically what I'm looking for, so you guys get an idea. Seems like a very black formula, and it is separating the lashes really nicely. So I'm gonna kind of keep just like wiggling here and see if we can't build it up just a little bit more. I feel like mascara has been something that I've really been taking my time with lately. I used to be the kind of person that would just like throw on like a one coat and go, but lately I've really been taking my time and just like wiggling out every single like lash and really just taking my time with my mascara, and I feel like my lashes look so much better when I do that. If I just actually take the extra like couple minutes and spend my time really coating them, making sure each lash is like separated and everything, I really think it makes a big difference. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. It's kind of soft. It's not like I said, over volumizing, but I think it looks nice. I'm gonna add a little bit to our lower lash here as well. I like the wand. It didn't seem like I didn't have anything happening. Sometimes I can get like transfer at the top. I didn't have that. I didn't poke myself in the eye, so that's always a good sign. I think it looks nice. It's kind of like a softer lash, but also I feel like mascara too, the more you use it, I feel like normally the more I like it, so it could kind of dry out a little bit and then I like it even more. Here are both lashes with the mascara, I have to say. I think it looks pretty nice. I'm liking everything so far. I am now going to go into the other side of this Laura Mercier palette. I'm going to try out some of these blush shades and also try out the highlights. This one seems really shimmery, but it also like seems like it would be a bronzer on me, so I'm going to actually try this. Very shimmery. I feel like we're going to have a glowy complexion after all. Like I know I was saying this Doll 10 product seems so matte, but our face is definitely looking pretty glowy now that we've started to add some of these products. Okay, so that's kind of shiny. It's not my favorite, but it looks nice. And then let's go in with a blush. So for those, I'm going to actually mix these two. We already have that NARS blush, but it's a little more. I feel like I've been so into blush lately that I could just have all of it everywhere and I wouldn't mind. And then there's also this really pretty highlight shade in here, so let's go ahead and give that a swing as well here. Wow, now we're very shiny. Okay, so thoughts on the palette is I like the way the eyeshadow look turned out. It's definitely more of like a softer formula, like I was saying when it came to like the shimmers. I do think they have a punch to them, but they're not as like crazy pigmented as something like maybe like a ColourPop palette or something like that. Face side, I definitely think it's a glowy palette. Like we are definitely glowy. Bronze is glowy. Blush was glowy. But I don't mind it. I think it actually looks pretty nice. I feel like my hair is like extra frizzy. I slept in it wet last night and it kind of has like this wave to it. But I also think it's like way more frizzier than I'm used to seeing it. So sorry if I keep touching it. I do have next a setting spray, and this is from Flower Beauty, and it's the Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray. So we're gonna get even glowier. I've never tried a setting spray from Flower Beauty. They do have a lot of products that I like though. Okay, mister on it seems nice. Let's go ahead and pull back our hair. Give myself a very generous spritz of that. I see droplets. That's never a good sign, but let it dry and see what we think. I got myself a new little fan that has like the little clips on it. You guys, my like life right now in the heat with being pregnant, I'm struggling. I'm struggling in this heat. I'm like sweaty all the time. So I bought myself this fan to like help with that. But it just so happens that it also helps to dry our setting sprays. Okay, I'm seeing these droplets and they're not disappearing. That is not a good sign. Oh no. I hate it when that happens. That is like my biggest pet peeve when it comes to setting sprays. When they like, I just feel like when that happens, I just like, it drives me crazy. And then for lip, it's gonna be a little intense with this because it's a red, but this is from Stila. It's their All Day Slay Liquid Lipstick. I know this is like so many people's, again, favorite. The shade I have is Bezo. And yeah, I've never tried the formula before. So I was like, let's give it a try. I found it in the bucket of stuff and clearly I decided to try it. I wanna say I got this in like, maybe like in a Lure box or like a BoxyCharm or something. And I'm pretty sure I swatched it, but I never actually tried it out. It's definitely a vampier look than I was thinking. I wasn't expecting to have this eye look and like this lip turn out like this, but I don't mind it. I'm waiting for this lip to dry down. It feels pretty comfortable so far though, and I'm sure once it dries down it'll feel even better. So let's run through everything while we wait for it to completely dry. I am loving my complexion. I know we look very like shiny in this area, but aside from that, like it looks really smooth. So I don't know if that was the powder or it was, you know, the foundation or maybe a combination of both. But I definitely think that this one is nice. I definitely noticed it kind of blurring before we even applied the product or the powder. So I would recommend this. So again, it's the TCE Super Coverage Makeup. From Doll 10, I had the shade Light Medium. Pours the powder. I think my under eyes look really smooth. So I think it was the combination of the concealer. I'll definitely use this one again because I think my under eyes look really nice. But also this powder, I think it did a really good job of like kind of blurring them. I didn't notice any sort of like color change, which I think is nice too in a powder. So I really liked that. This blush I was kind of like so-so about just because it had so much glitter in it. I'll definitely try it again, but I like that it didn't separate my makeup, but I don't know if this is going to be a new favorite for me. And then setting powder or setting spray, I wasn't the biggest fan of just because it left those droplets and I hate that, but maybe I didn't mix it up enough. I don't know, I'll give it a try again. Lip is drying down. I definitely like the color. And then the palette's okay for me. I feel like it's really glowy. So unless if you're into that, then definitely it would be for you, but I'm not always crazy about like a super glowy face. So for me, I don't know if I love the face side. Definitely like the way the eye look turned out though. And the mascara though, I did like. I think my lashes look really nice and separated. They look long. They look good. So yeah, that is everything, you guys. I know this was a bit of a different video since there wasn't anything like new, and I feel like normally it's like all the new products that I'm always trying, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of dig into some of my collection and try out some of the stuff that I got forgotten about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know. I actually probably have enough products to do another video, one of these, if you guys are interested. I have like a full box of stuff that I found, so let me know if you'd want to see like a part 2 of this or any other videos you guys are interested in. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs this up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.